Imagine this, Jane. You're born with a crown. Your father is royalty, not just in the game, but in the culture. His name is Deion Sanders, primetime. And you've got the arm, the swagger, the $1 million smile, and the diamond watch to prove it. You are Shedeur Sanders. You're not just a quarterback, you're the heir. And then, one cold Sunday afternoon in Cleveland, the crown shatters.
It's a powerful image, Joe, because for so long, that's all we've seen. The effortless confidence. From Jackson State to Colorado, he was the show. But the NFL? The NFL is a different beast entirely. It doesn't care about your last name or your watch. It cares about what you do when a 215-pound missile, in this case, Ravens safety Kyle Hamilton, is coming to plant you in the turf.
And that's exactly what happened. Let's lay out the scene for our listeners. It's Week 11. The Cleveland Browns are in a dogfight with the Baltimore Ravens. At halftime, their rookie starting quarterback, Dillon Gabriel, is ruled out with a concussion. So, with 12:43 left in the third quarter, the moment arrives. Shedeur Sanders, the fifth-round pick who many thought would go in the first, jogs onto an NFL field for the very first time.
The stadium is buzzing. The Browns are actually leading 16-10. There's this sense of possibility. His first pass, a clean 5-yard completion to Cedric Tillman. He completes his second pass, too. For a fleeting moment, you think, wow, maybe the legend just continues.
It didn't. That first drive ends with Kyle Hamilton sacking him for an 11-yard loss, causing a fumble. And to add the ultimate insult to injury, Hamilton gets up and taunts him by doing Shedeur's own signature Billionaire Strut watch celebration. It was a brutal welcome to the league moment, etched in pure humiliation.
It was more than just a sack. It was a statement. It was the NFL's best, a top-tier Ravens defense, telling a hyped rookie that his college highlight reel means nothing here. And it just unraveled from there, Joe. The final stat line is painful to even read out loud.
Painful is the right word. He finished the game completing just 4 of his 16 passes. 4. For 47 yards, 1 interception, and no touchdowns. The Browns didn't score a single point in the entire second half with him at the helm and went on to lose the game 23-16.
And this is where we have to move beyond the numbers and talk about the human story. All season, he's been on the sideline, inactive for the first 5 games. There were reports the team wasn't even anxious to get him into a game. He wasn't getting first-team reps in practice. Then, in the blink of an eye, you're thrown into a live-fire exercise against one of the most complex and violent defenses in the league. Were we watching a failure or a kid being set up to fail?
That's the core of it, isn't it? The deep analysis. On one hand, his struggles were predictable. He looked lost against the blitz, uncomfortable in a muddy pocket, holding the ball too long, all the classic rookie mistakes. It showed the monumental leap in speed and scheme from college to the pros. But on the other hand, what did the Browns expect? You can't just toss a rookie into that inferno and expect him to be Joe Montana. The context of this debut is everything.
I keep going back to that moment with Kyle Hamilton. For years, Shedeur has controlled his own narrative. He and his father, Deion, are masters of branding. The watches, the custom cleats, the legendary catchphrases. It's all built on an aura of untouchable success. But in that moment, with Hamilton mocking his celebration, the brand was punctured. He wasn't a brand anymore. He was just a rookie quarterback on the ground learning a very hard lesson.
And what does this do to his psyche? He said it himself after the game, quote, "I don't think I played good at all." That's a universe away from the bravado we're used to. It's a humbling. What if this is the most important moment of his career? Not the championships or the flashy plays in college, but this public, brutal failure. The story from here isn't about whether he can live up to the hype. It's about whether he can get up off the mat.
You know, there was one tiny flash of what could be. On the final drive of the game, needing a touchdown to tie, he actually made a couple of big throws. He hit Harold Fannin Jr. for 25 yards. It was too little, way too late, but it showed that the talent is there, buried under the weight of a disastrous debut. The drive stalled. They turned it over on downs, but it was a glimmer.
A glimmer. And maybe that's the note we end on. This wasn't the coronation of a prince. It was a baptism by fire, a savage, humbling welcome to the unforgiving reality of the National Football League. The The legend of Shedeur Sanders, the college phenom, is over. The story of Shedeur Sanders, the NFL quarterback, has just begun, and its first chapter was a nightmare.
The question is what he writes in the second. Does the crown stay shattered, or does he pick up the pieces and forge something stronger? For the first time in his football life, Shedeur Sanders is an underdog. And honestly, I'm fascinated to see what he does with it.
This podcast combines verified reports with expert analysis and narrative storytelling. Some dialogues may be dramatized for clarity, but all facts are sourced from credible media.